Hi everyone. So far, I could see there are just three members who have joined it. I'm sure rest of people will also join. It's 7:28. We'll start at sharp 7:30. So till that time, we'll keep on waiting for 2 minutes. Afterwards, we'll start. Meanwhile, we are just checking it out. I hope you are able to see my screen. Can you comment in the chat box? In the comment box, can you comment whether you are able to see my screen? I've shared my screen with all of you. I hope you are able to see that slide. Yes, great. So I've got a thumbs up from Kiran Singh. Thank you so much. So we'll just take 30 seconds more and we'll begin the session. So far, I could see 11 people have joined already. I'm sure rest will also be joining soon. Very good evening, Naren. Very good evening. So finally, it's 7:30. Very good evening to everyone who all are available in this session. And I'm sure rest will also join soon. Today's session is very important for resume writing. Hi, my name is Dr. Ashish Agrawal, and I'm heading DCPD for trainings. As you all are aware, that resume is an essential part of our campus placement, and soon we are beginning with campus placement season. uh, it's this point of time, most of the big companies, most of the good recruiters are visiting a campus. And for 26th batch especially, campus placement has already been started. And in upcoming months, there will be a lot of recruiters who will be visiting the campus. Hence, you will be getting a chance to showcase your skills and potential to those recruiter. But as you all know, having a very good resume is very, very important. Sometimes it may happen that you does not, or you are not able to answer a particular question in an interview well. It's okay, it is acceptable. But having a sloppy resume, having a poor resume, probably which is having a poor visual appeal, or probably having errors in the same, is not acceptable at all. So recruiters pay minute attention on the same. I just noticed here few people are writing their roll number and name in the comment box. I would suggest you don't do that, because during the session I would show QR code once. Scanning that QR code, you can mark your attendance. So you will get time for the same. Especially before beginning of the session, before I start talking about the resume, CV or biodata, I would just tell you three quick things. One, after the session or during the session, I would show one QR code, which would be to mark your attendance well. So you can scan that QR code and you can mark your attendance. So be attentive during the session. Second, during the session, I would also showcase one Google form link, which I will paste in the chat box as well. So using that link, you can upload your resume. So right now you can save that link for now. And tomorrow you can create your resume and you can upload your resume over there, which we would be seeing. And we would vet the resume and you will get the vetted resume. Whatever changes will be required, whatever modification will be required, that you can do on your own end, and you can get it vetted once again. So make sure that you copy that link with you. It is important to add that resume or to upload your resume in the same. Just hold for a second. Just give me 1 second. I guess there was some background noise, so I was just minimizing the same. So, as you all know, resume is an essential part. As you all know, resume is an essential part. There are three different words which are used for this particular document. One is biodata, another one is resume, and third one is CV, which is called curriculum vitae. And I will just quickly elaborate the difference between all these three. Biodata, we generally understand that biodata is a document which is used for personal profile, or which is more of a personal document which contains your extensive personal data, including your age, your height, weight, complexion, even sometimes caste, religion. All these things are important in biodata. Generally, biodata is used for matrimonial purposes. However, there are certain jobs where biodata can be useful. Some personal details can also be important in certain jobs. For example, armed forces, it could be modeling, it could be aviation sector. There are some sectors. However, in your scenario, resume is the most important document. If we quickly define the difference between biodata in resume and CV, then you need to understand that many people believe that resume is for fresher, CV is for experienced people. I am happy that people are just giving their responses, reaction in the chat box. This is important so that I understand that you are getting all the points. So when we talk about resume and CV, so there is no thumb rule that resume can be made by freshers and CVs for experienced only. Anyone can do anything. But we need to understand that resume is a shorter document, which is more of a snapshot, where CV is an extensive document which is longer. Probably resume we talk about, it could be of one page at a max of to 1.5 to 2 pages. However, if we talk about CV, it could be of 4 or 5 pages up to 50 pages also. So as fresher, we enter into entry level jobs, whereas there are a lot of applicants, but recruiter has to pay attention to a lot of resume. So we need to ensure that we submit a short document so that it can be screened quickly and a profile can be shortlisted. So for our scenario, we need to ensure that we create resume, not CV. Alongside, I would also let you know nowadays we don't mention on a document whether it is resume or CV. We just begin a document with our name. So irrespective of, it was just for understanding that what document we are making. Otherwise, there is no much difference because nowadays we don't mention whether it is CV or it is resume. I hope so far it is clear. Before moving towards the next slide, I would just talk about one more part, which is what is important while creating a resume. There are two things which are very important. One is format of the resume, another one is content of the resume. Format and content. So when I talk about first thing, which is format of the resume, how we should define that which format we are supposed to use in that. I hope you are able to see my on my screen. ATS friendly and creative. I'm sure you are able to see that. So when we talk about resume, it is supposed to be ATS friendly. Is there anyone who knows what is ATS friendly resume? Can anyone quickly write in the chat box? How do we define ATS friendly resume? Either any characteristics of the same or the full form of ATS. Since we have approximately 30 participants with us, is there anyone who can write that? Meanwhile, I explain creative, then we'll come on to the ATS part. If somebody can write it in the chat box, I'll be glad. So resume format is supposed to be creative. Earlier, there used to be some formats which people on cyber cafe used to had that, and they used to, people used to go there. All the students used to go there, and they used to ask what exactly they need to get their resume built, and they used to give them their details, and a particular format used to be given to them. But nowadays we have access to technology, so we have a lot of time to work on our resume, as well as we have a lot of time to get our resume wet as well. So we need to ensure that a resume format is very creative. Nowadays, there are a lot of creative formats available on Google as well. There are a lot of websites right from Canva, HLoom, Resume B, Resume Free. You can access to any website and get creative resume format. So here I could see that Jyoti has typed applicant tracking system. So excellent. This is right. So ATS friendly means applicant tracking system. In this scenario, 98% of Fortune 500 companies and almost 75% of other good companies, they follow ATS. ATS, applicant tracking system, it's a kind of software which track the application. So how do we need to ensure that our resume is ATS friendly? Let me quickly take you to the next slide. This will help you understand. These are a few very important bullet points. You can take a screenshot of the same. How ATS friendly resumes are important. So we do not write resume on the top, and we need to avoid table format. We don't add table in our resume. ATS does not read tables. We need to use only standard bullet points, that bullet points with black dots. So we don't use that flowery bullet points, arrow bullet points. We use only standard bullet points. We need to avoid all capital letter. It creates confusion. Only with abbreviation we use all capital letters. We also need to add keywords and action verbs. So action verb example I'll give in this PPT. And when we talk about keywords, so these are the words related to the particular domain. It could be like automated softwares, client needs, post COVID-19, consumer behavior, software testing, software developing. So these all are more of like keywords. So keywords we need to take from job description that we add in our resume. At the same time, there are a lot of different other action verbs, which I'll be giving example in the same session. Moving further, avoid very bright colors and overuses of icon. We avoid very bright colors in the resume, and we should try to avoid the icons also, because applicant tracking system does not read icons. Avoid rating scale. Many people use rating scale, like they mention one is skill, Java, and they have 5 star. So they mention 4 star or 3 star. They should be avoided. It's difficult to defend that. So we should avoid rating scale. And of course, font should be three. Either Times New Roman is the best one, or else you can use Calibri or Arial font. Rest of font should not be used because often ATS does not read other fonts. I hope so far we have understood the process of ATS friendly resume. So format I have explained, creative format and ATS friendly format. Now let's talk quickly content. I will just try to explain the entire content in next 20 minutes so that you will also get some time to scan and mark your attendance. This is how we'll move ahead. So while talking about the content, we need to ensure that on the top we put our contact information. In contact information, we need to add one mobile number, which is quite easy to be reached out. Make sure that you do not keep their mobile switched off. We need to put address. It should not be very long. Just quick in and crisp address we need to write there, because nowadays nobody send offer letters to at your address. Similarly, we need to add email address. On email, make sure you create a new email address which is easier and which is with your name. For example, if your name is Rajesh Bansal, so create an email address like rajeshb696 at the rate gmail.com, something like that. So which is easier to recall. Try to avoid the fancy email address which you had created long back. At the same time, LinkedIn address is also important. If you have managed the profile well on LinkedIn, add your LinkedIn address. If you have not managed, then manage your LinkedIn profile first, then you can add your LinkedIn address. The last one is GitHub ID. It is only for technical students. Students who are from BTech, BCA, MCA, probably BSc, cybersecurity, they need to add their GitHub ID as well. And they need to upload their projects on GitHub. This is very, very important. Nowadays, a lot of companies are accessing your GitHub portal, and where they are seeing what projects you have done. Photo is not mandatory on the resume. It depends on the format. I'll be sharing two formats also today. One is for tech student, one is for non-tech student. For non-tech student, I'm sharing a format which requires photo. So make sure you have a professional photograph with a plain background. It should not be like that you have some trees in the background, garden, or some sort of other things. Make sure you have plain background and professional photograph. And for tech one, I have not added photograph in the same, so there is no need of the same. Moving further, the next part is summary. So this is a very, very important part. I would request you to take the screenshot of the same. Summary is very important in a profile. Either you can mention it by the name of profile, about me, or summary, where you can write summary like this. Oh, then you can add your 2 or 3 personality attributes, and afterwards your course, MBA, BTech, whatever you're doing with the specialization, along with your interest in domain skills later on, which where you are seeking opportunity, and what are your soft skills. For example, I'm showcasing some of the summary samples to you. This will help you understand. Again, you can take the screenshot of those. This will be important for you. So you can see the first summary sample here. In fact, there are two samples. An enthusiastic and self-motivated MBA finance student with command over auditing and taxation, with excellent critical thinking and problem-solving skills. So you have enthusiastic and self-motivated, two personality attributes. MBA finance, your stream and course, auditing and taxation and domain skills, and critical thinking and problem solving skills as your soft skills. Similarly, another example is also given here: a dedicated, passionate, and hardworking MBA marketing student with interest in SEO, SMM, and digital marketing, seeking an opportunity in the field of digital marketing to apply my creative and analytical thinking. This is another sample of summary. All the students who are writing their roll number and name in the comment box, don't do that. At last, we'll be sharing during the session, we'll be sharing one QR code also. There you can update it. More examples are given here. An enthusiastic and self-motivated MBA finance student with certification. Here we have added certification from CFI in auditing and budgeting, and a working knowledge of financial modeling and analysis, seeking a role within finance domain to apply critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Another one is there: Google certified computer science graduate with interest in Python, Java, and SQL, seeking an opportunity in the field of software development to apply my coding skills and analytical thinking. So hope you have got fair idea about summary, how you can write. You can use more formats also. There are a lot of formats available on internet as well. But make sure you write summary, something which you are able to remember. Because during the interview, it will be asked to you. Then it comes to education. So do not write like I am pursuing or I have done. So I is to be avoided in the resume. So you need to write like this: MBA, HR, whatever branches from Chandri Group of Colleges in Jerry. Then you can write your session. Same way for BTech, Intermediate, High School. So this is the format to mention your education. Again, you can take a screenshot and this will help you while writing your resume. Now, project and internship is the most one of the most important part of your resume, because this you need to define very well. Recruiter is very interested in your projects and internship. So you can write like this: your project, a study of marketing strategy of HDFC Bank in India. Then you can use action verb as well as keywords here. Analyze changes in the customer behavior post COVID 19. Carried out research on different marketing strategies used by SDFC Bank. So here you can see analyzed and carried out are two action verbs, while customer behavior post COVID 19, marketing strategies, these are keywords. So this is how you can use keywords and action verb during defining your projects and internship. Another example I have quoted for internship: probably you can write your organization name, then designation, what was your role over there, from and to, when did you start your internship and when did you finish it up, and of course role and responsibility. So again, I'm giving you a sample. Worked on US taxation, analyzed and developed investment strategies that support our client needs, learned to operate automated software for data analysis, compiled written reports on financial status of the company. So here you can see worked on, analyzed, learned, compiled. These all are action verbs. While US taxation, investment strategies, client needs, automated software, data analysis, financial status, these all are keywords. So this is how you can mention keywords from job description. An action verb list I'll give you at the end of the session. I hope things are clear to you. You are able to understand all the aspects. We are coming towards the end of the session. Will not take much time. Will take around 10 minutes more in this session. Well, next part is professional skills. You need to add your professional skills in a session. It could be defined in two parts: domain skills and personal skills. Domain skills, you can also call it hard skills. Personal skills, you can also mention it as soft skills. So for domain skills, as I mentioned, financial modeling, Power BI, R programming, whatever you know, C, C++, Java, .NET, Oracle, PHP, ASP, whatever you know, you can mention here. At the same time, personal skills, I've given some example: team working, problem solving, communication, decision making, leadership, conflict management, change management, time management, goal setting, action planning. There can be a lot of skills. You can write whatever you have. You can analyze and write your personal skills over here. And make sure your personal skills and domain skills are reflected in your internship, project, or in your certification or curricular activities. This is how you validate your personal skills. So try to make sure that your skills are reflected in either your project or your internship or your curricular activities or certifications. This is how you will be able to validate your skills. Next part is activities. So there are two types of activities. One is co-curricular activities, another one is extracurricular activities. So co-curricular activities are the activities which are related to your academics. Let's say if we talk about a BTech student. So if you're having some hackathon, if you're having some seminar, webinar on related to languages, cloud computing, then it's the co-curricular activity. However, if you're participating in some debate competition, maybe in some G, or you are being part of some cultural fest, sports event, that will be the extracurricular activity. So this is how you can ensure whatever activity you have done, you can describe that activity in your activities section. You can use some action words like that: administered, understood, succeeded, won, achieved, performed, designed, established, managed, facilitated, accomplished. These kind of action verb you can use to describe your activity, whatever you have done. While for adverbs also you can use successfully, proficiently, completely to emphasis on your activity. I hope till here we are all okay. You can give thumbs up if you have understood till here. You can also add in the activity section, you can also add your achievements and awards. And following things you can use in your achievements: scholarship, not the government scholarship, but if you receive some other scholarship, grant, prizes, nominations, professional societies, significant accomplishment, committees, and leadership role. If you have achieved something like that, it's good. You should mention. If you're not having anything like that, then you should start working on the same and you should try to get all these things so that you can mention in the resume. Because after 6 months, probably when actually a lot of companies will start coming and recruiting you, that point of time, your section should not be blank. Then it comes to personal details. There are two things which are very important to add in personal details. A lot of people mention their name, address, mother name, similarly the marital status, gender, caste, religion. These things are not required. You just mention a father's name, which is important for document verification. You can also mention a date of birth, which is important because of labor laws. You should work when you are 18. And if required, you can add one alternate contact number also, which can be some of your sibling or your parents. If in case your number is switched off or busy, then message can be dropped to some other person as well. So this can be another way which you can use while writing your resume. After this, a few things which you need to remember. We should not include name, marital status, gender in our resume. Languages known also we should not mention until we are knowing any third language. If you know some foreign language, if you know French, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, then you should mention. But only Hindi and English you should not. Similarly, if you know some regional language also, let's say Punjabi, Bengali, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, then you can mention Hindi, English, and Punjabi. Otherwise, no. Similarly, for religion, caste, no requirement. Nationality is only required when you applied in some other nation. When you apply only in your own nation, then nationality is not required. Declaration is something which I suggest people should only be mentioned when there is space in your resume. If you feel that your one page is yet not filled, then you should a declaration. Otherwise, declaration is not important to be mentioned in your resume. This is the last thing which you should mention. And finally, I'm talking about a few cardinal sins, which is last one before moving towards the action verbs. So there are few things which we should not mention in the resume. If we are giving hard copy of the resume, then we should ensure that we sign the resume first. Similarly, long resumes are not ideal. We should make one page resume maximum to 1.5 page. I should not be used standalone in the resume. Like I am pursuing, I did, I have. No, I should not be used. Ambiguous long statements, poor language, grammatical spelling errors, not at all. You must run a spell check in your system. Along with that, you should focus on grammatical errors as well as long statement as well. Unimpressive format, presentation, poor visual appeal, improper or poor quality photographs. It should not be like that. You're writing a photograph and it's a poor quality or it's blur. It should not be there. At last, I'm showcasing some action work which you can quickly take screenshots, which you can add in your resume. For technical, you can use these kind of action works: assembled, computed, installed, maintained, standardized, operated, optimized, remolded. I hope you've taken the screenshot. For organization, you can use approved, accelerated, retrieved, systematized, tabulated, implemented, validated, monitored. For communication, you can use addressed, influenced, suggested, persuaded, negotiated, liaised, interpreted, and for research, you can use collected, concluded, conducted, diagnosed, extracted, surveyed, tested, reviewed. Now I'm showcasing one link. This is the Google form link where you are required to upload your resume in next 24 hours by tomorrow evening, which I'm pasting in the chat box also. You can take this link from here. You can take this link from here and you can ensure that all the students should upload their resume on this link. The resume will be vetted and they will be informed. People not uploading the resume will have to be a serious consequences. So make sure you do that. Before moving towards the last part, which is attendance, I'll quickly showcase the format also. There are two formats which I'll be sharing with your coordinators. There you can take it. This format, I hope you can see the format, Word format. Can somebody give thumbs up so that I know that you are able to see the format? Not yet. Are you able to see the format now? I hope you are able to see the format now. Yes, good. Thank you, Vishwas. So here, this is the format where you can see on the right side, it is given first part is summary, then education, project, internship, achievements, and certification. On the left side, you can see photograph, contact details, core competencies, software, soft skills, and personal details. So to change the photo, just right click on the photograph and change with your picture. It will be automatically fixed. And rest of detail also, it's a Word format. You can easily edit this. Now let me showcase the second part. For tech students, you need to create your resume on Overleaf. So first, I showcase the process of having or creating a resume on Overleaf. I hope you are aware of the same. Yet I'll showcase it once again. Just a second. I'll showcase the format first, the process first, then I'll showcase the format also. I'm sharing that with you. I hope you are aware of the Overleaf. Most of the IITians and IITians they create their resume using this format. So here you can take the screenshot also. Through Overleaf by using code, you can create resume like this. Scanners are given for two templates. You can use this. This sheet, this PDF file, I will share with your coordinators. You can take it from your respective coordinators also. So I'm just showcasing you this right now. Step by step process is given here. You can use this process and you can create your resume using Overleaf. And there is one more thing. This is a resume which you can see here, which has been created using Overleaf. So this is how you can create. And the format also I would share with your coordinators. So the people who are not able to code it on Overleaf, they can use this Word format and edit their details to create their resume. So there are two ways. I would right now I would share all these things with your coordinators. You can take it from them and you can create your resume. At last, I would showcase one QR code with you. Using that QR code, you can mark your attendance. That QR code is active only for 10 minutes. Afterwards, it will stop taking responses. I hope you are able to see the QR code on your screen. Please give thumbs up if you are able to see. You can't see? Should I share it again? Are you able to see the QR code on your screen now? Dhananjay is saying latex software of Overleaf. Yes. Yes, you are able to see the QR code. So it's 8 till 8:10. This QR code is active. You can mark your attendance in 10 minutes. This is how we'll just end it up. So I'll be sharing these formats and the Google form link also with your coordinators. You can take it from there and ensure that you create your resume and you upload it on the Google form by evening tomorrow. I am sharing the Google form link once again in the chat box so that you can copy it from here also. Thank you so much for being the audience here, for listening it carefully. All those who have joined it, thank you so much. We'll connect further for more sessions. Thanks a lot. I'm just ending the streaming now. I hope you have taken the screenshot of QR code.